Yes, people, welcome to Arsenal Revolution TV, my friends. And today we've got Norms with us. Normski, what are you saying?
Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm good, all good. I was just talking backstage. The bad thing about it, right, Rashid, I thought it was live. so,
I know.
so I didn't see, but I should have known that, boy, because I saw the schedule up there and I thought, hang on a minute, yeah, I'll be ranting and thinking, you know what I mean? So I've just lost that special moment, you know what I mean? So now I'm gonna put, you know what I'm saying?
You got
But
to
no,
rewind that.
as I say to you backstage, at least I've got a purpose, you know what I mean? Because I say I help out the homeless and stuff like that. So I've got a purpose to my life. Yeah, Arsenal just like this machine where we're just running on the spot, running on a treadmill and getting nowhere. Yeah, getting nowhere, man. It just running a treadmill, and every now and again, have you ever watched those memes or when they're running on the treadmill and then it speeds up and then they drop off? That's what Arsenal are. You understand? That's what we are right now. You know what I mean? And today, we draw the game 1-1. An early goal from Jimenez to make it 1-0 after 10 minutes. You're thinking, oh boy, is this going to be one of these long days?
Tell me about Kivio. Tell me about Kivio, how he spun him.
Bro, listen, look, I know, and this is the problem. Let's kind of, let's use this word context. Let's look at context. Context FC, yeah? You know what it is, yeah? Right? Timber, who I preferred, I think you kind of mentioned, I prefer Timber on the right-hand side because I think that's where he does brilliantly, understand? So he's playing on the left-hand side. I would say the mistake would probably be down to Timber and California, Kivio. But bro, my man, as you said, my man spun him. Jimenez is not the quickest. Yeah, Jimenez is not the quickest, bro. And I think you mentioned, you spent 5 million on Jimenez. Yeah. You spent 20+ million on this centre back. Who the talk was we're going to get rid of him in January because he's not good enough. You know what I mean? He's only coming because Gabriel is out again and again. I don't know what the injury is. I don't know if you've heard anything or what. Because is it this concussion thing or is it something else that we're hearing? Why? He's missed another game, second consecutive game, and it's quite worrying. But at the same time, I'm hearing fans, right? And this is where we are definitely known as set piece FC, bro. Yeah, we're definitely known as set piece because you're getting fans coming out saying, if we had Gabriel Magalhaes, we'll probably have won that game today. What? You're telling me that we're relying on defenders to win us games in 2024? Yeah? It's not sustainable, Rashidi. It's not sustainable.
5 years.
5 years.
5 years.
Yeah. 700+ million spent. And we're relying on defenders, bro. Brother.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yes, listen, I like the banter and all that. We bantered Man United. I get that.
Of course.
But the reality is, guy, we can't break down low block and mid block teams. We can't break them down. We didn't have Odegaard today, right? What was he doing? Hair flick. The man he's annoying. Odegaard annoys me. You know why? Because he's only got 1 foot, right? The guy's got 1 foot, which is a left foot, right? Which he doesn't use often enough. And he
plays on one side.
One side, yeah, because you know the imbalance, yeah? The left side is just literally depleted. Isolated, bro. Yeah, nothing ain't happening down there. Nothing ain't going on but the red, yeah? Yeah? Nothing ain't going on but the red down them sides, yeah? The right-hand side, everything's happening. And that's why I get annoyed with Arteta because of his arrogancy, because he's moved, because of the situation with the injuries, he's moved, where we've been doing really well down that right-hand side, where Timber overlaps Saka, yeah? We didn't have that. Partey can't do that, yeah? Partey can't do that. He hasn't got the legs to overlap. So you lost that. You lost that from our attack, yeah? I don't like Timber on the left, even though, and this is where it's really confusing for me because I look at it and you have to, we're asking ourselves a question. Who's meant to be playing where? It's literally all the time we get an injury, he's having to shuffle the pack FC. Shuffle the pack, yeah? So he plays, obviously, Gabriel's out, so he plays Kivior as that left-sided centre-back. Well, today he got absolutely roasted. Yeah, Timber should have been there. Yeah, because Timber was inverted in. I don't think he's good coming in there. Do you know what I mean? Right side, absolutely brilliant. But today, where was he? And then, you know what I mean? Normally, Gabriel would probably be the one to cover because he's got the pace. Kivior got the pace. I'm told that Kivior is one of the quickest, bro.
Yeah.
Jeez,
I didn't see
one of
that.
the quickest. Then I didn't see that, brother. I didn't see that. I did not see that today, man. And you know, it's just the same old, same old. As I said, the low block FC. In terms of we can't break down teams. Odegaard wasn't doing that. He couldn't break down teams. He kept picking up the ball, and it's almost like he does this little funny skip, yeah, and then runs into trouble. There's times where he's got the ball. You know, sometimes about when you receive the ball, yeah. My son, plays a bit of football and whatnot, and he said, if that was me, Dad, if I was on the pitch and I'm receiving the ball, man. Yo, you saw Ranweary when he come on today. You saw Ranweary today. He had three players around him. Yeah, he had 3 players around him. He just left them for dead. One move of the body. A thing with Odegaard, he's got this thing where he does this feint thing, but he runs into trouble. He lost
2 touches. Right. Always 2 touches.
Why?
Always 2 touches. Thing is about they targeted Odegaard today, in my opinion. I think they were a bit rough on him as soon as the game started. So, like I said in the other stream, 5 minutes in, Odegaard was out.
It was ghost guard. My son sent me a text, about 10 minutes ago, ghost guard. That's what my son said. He said, Dad, I told you. He said, I told you today we ain't going to win today. He said, I told you, bro. Because he says, you see, with Silva, their manager, you see, when you come up against a manager that's very good tactically, Arteta can't work them out. Yeah, any manager that Arteta comes up against, he's not very good. And that's twice now Silva has done that now to him. Yeah, last season we went there and lost 2-1. Listen, we did not play well at all today, mate. Did not play well at all. And when there's the famous words of Saeed, when we must, we didn't must. Yeah, today was the chance to go for, even though Liverpool would have had a game in hand, but you close that gap because it's that mental thing to think, hang on a minute,
and from City as well. People.
Yeah, City drop like a City
as well.
We do this all the time, man. It's the hope that kills us, Rashid. It's the hope that kills us, with Arsenal, yeah, because we're just like, we just cannot get it over the line, and we've got a team and a manager with a mentality that can't get it over the line. We can't chase down teams, and we can't stay ahead of teams, and it boils down to this. It also boils down to the fact that Arteta is very arrogant because you've got a left back sitting on the bench, right? He's had to now change up the system and disrupt the system. He's changed up the system and he's disrupted the system, yeah? Because it was working, and you've got a left back people saying, "Oh, I was listening to, the top gooners, yeah,
top gooners."
Let me, no, bro, no, I've had it now, bro. Listen, let me say this here. Let me say this. I've made some notes, brother. I made some notes, right? Nah, man, that was back to me now because I keep hearing this narrative, right? Oh, Fulham is a hard place to go to. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Listen, I know you don't take team for granted, but we spent 700 million on this squad, so-called squad, yeah? Now, Rashid, if I ask you a question, right? I'm not even going to go back to when I was born, 1967. That's when I was born, yeah? I'm a big man, yeah? 1967, I was a little kid. Or a baby, so I wouldn't even know, but I'm going back as far as that. Big up, Junior. What you saying, brother? That's my spar, man. Yeah. Big up every time.
Yeah, big up, Junior.
I think Junior's sub to you as well. I know he's sub to you.
Yeah, real one. So big up, Junior.
Big up to. Now, so check this out. Check this, brother. From 2001 to 2024, and the narrative that the big fans are saying up there, the big top mutant fans are saying is that, Fulham is a hard place to go to. You know what I mean? Blah, blah, blah. Right. How many away wins do you think since 2001 to 2024 do you think that we've won or lost there? Let's start with loss.
How many lost?
Yeah, from 2001 to 2024. So let me tell you how many games there are.
Okay.
Let's see. Can I count? Right. Yep. There's 18 games. 18 games, right? We've played away from home since 2001 till this very day, right? So
against Fulham.
Against Fulham. I'm not talking about any other team. Fulham. Remember, Fulham is a hard place to go to. All right.
I think
they're putting this narrative in our heads now. It's a hard place to go to. You interview this one. Yeah, well, what do you expect? It's a hard place to go to. So how many games do you think we've won away from home at Fulham since 2001?
10, 11.
12.
12.
12 games we've won away to Fulham. Yeah. And some big scores in there as well. Yeah. We've had only 2 draws. 2 draws away from home against that side. One being today. Yeah. One being today. I'm not even talking about I'm not talking about what we've done, because Fulham have never beaten us at home. Yeah. At the Emirates. They've not beaten us at home. I'm talking about away games.
Wow.
And we've only lost to them 4 times away from home. Right? Now, come on now. I'm not saying, yeah, we could just turn up or whatnot. But what I'm looking at is that man for man, we've got a better team. And Arteta can't go to Fulham and break down this side. Why is it? Let me tell you this, yeah. This is what this gets me, yeah. It's a hard place to go to. You got a team right now, right, Rashid, that's sitting in 19th place right now. That's Wolves. What? Yeah. You know what Wolves beat them in game week 12? You know what the score was?
4-0.
4-1. 4-1, yeah. The goal scorer, their striker, there's talk. I don't know if we was linked with it, but there's other teams talking him up. Matheus Cunha, Brazilian.
Yeah, baller.
You know how many goals in the Premier League? 7 and 3 assists. He's got a GA of 10, and the man is playing in a team that's sitting 19th that have gone to Fulham and slapped them 4-1, and he scored 2 goals in that game. Yeah, and next team that's sitting 6th is Aston Villa. They went there and beat them 3-1. They're sitting 6th, brother. Yeah. So why is it that Arsenal, who were a team that has been chasing down City for 2 seasons, that spent 700 plus million pounds, and we're hearing this narrative, oh, it's a hard place to go to. And let me just say this for the record, I'm not taking Fulham for granted, because you don't just turn up and rock up, but we've got quality in this team to go there. You know why we can't beat them? Because we haven't got a manager good enough to beat this. A side like Fulham that's got a good manager tactically. Yeah, because the way I watched Fulham today, they set up in this mid-block and we couldn't break them down. We could not break them down, mate. We resorted to set pieces, man. You saw us play for set pieces. I couldn't believe it. You know what people were talking about? We saw it, bro. We saw it. He brought on Martinelli. What did Martinelli do today? What did Martinelli do today? Nothing. Nada. Right? The guy, when that got, listen, bro, I lost it. Me and my daughter, yeah.
When we scored. Yeah, he had to be offside. He had to be offside. That was the first cross I've seen.
Because the first cross that he done, decent, yeah?
Yeah, decent.
That man didn't look across the line. Yeah, because every time he goes on, he does this thing along the line, touch line, where he does this skip. And I say you ain't beating this guy, so forget it. Forget what you're doing, because you have no... the guy's just got no skills or tactics about how to beat a player.
Yeah.
And that's
he's
why...
not technically gifted, yeah.
He's not technically gifted, yeah. As a Brazilian, that's just, whoa.
Crazy, that's crazy, right?
That's peak. And then you're bringing off Gabriel Jesus, who's not scoring.
He must be Lebanese. He must be Lebanese. He's not Brazilian. That guy is not Brazilian. Come on. I don't know. No, Ed, all the Brazilians are ballers. You just named one right now, Cunha. He plays for a 19th place team. If you watch Cunha, because sometimes, I get the chance to watch, not the whole game, but just clips and everything. Cunha's a baller. Every Brazilian I've met, every Brazilian I've seen is a baller. I don't know what's going on with Martinelli. And you see Trossard, why? The thing is that people are telling me like that Trossard didn't do anything, but I keep telling them that, it's isolated on the left. It's hard for him to do something, but he did the little ball over the top to Rice. And if Rice was a better midfielder,
but you know the bad thing about this, But Rashid, you know the bad thing about this, Rice was the one that was trying to get on the end of everything in that box. Where's our striker, Kai Havertz, the number 9, supposedly number 9 that we're meant to have? Yeah. Oh no, we don't need, because he's a
shadow striker,
bro.
That's what they tell you.
Right, and that we can't find a striker that fits Arsenal's profile. What you on about, bro? What are you talking about? You can't fit Arsenal's profile. What are you on about? Yeah, we create, but there's every time the ball goes into the area, and even when he's on the ball, he doesn't have that natural instinct. I think there was one time where he had the ball and he hits it softly wide. If not, he's on the floor. It's ridiculous, man. It's absolutely ridiculous.
Nah, it's ridiculous. I can't lie, Norms. I don't know. Look, for me personally, did I see it coming? Yes. Is it sustainable to keep playing for corners and set pieces like you said? No. Is it a weapon? Yes, but to be your whole game set pieces. Come on, I only see that in AFCON. I only see that in AFCON. Trust me, trust me. That's the only place I see this. That's that you play for set pieces. It's just ridiculous. I don't know. For me personally, the goal, how he spun Kivior.
Kibio. Yep.
Kivior always has a mistake in him.
Yeah.
I repeat, he
100.
always has a mistake in him. He made the mistake against Man United. Just what on Wednesday, he gave the ball to Dalu.
That could have been that. Yeah, that could have been. Yeah.
If that was a goal, people would be like, "Oh, you see, Kivior, what he done," but it wasn't a goal, and we won. So everybody,
Forgets about it. Yeah. Yeah.
forgets about it because I've seen Kivior multiple times. Sorry, Kivior's not of the Arsenal level.
He's definitely not. And when they bought him, he hardly played. He hardly played.
Yeah.
Now that Arteta's run out of options, yeah, he's now calling on him now, yeah, because he probably does need a long run in the side, to kind of get any kind of confidence and get to understand the way Arsenal are playing. But because he hardly ever plays, you know what I mean. Yes, he had a half decent game, yeah. Apart from that, where he gave the ball away, yeah. But today, man got spun, and he just looked out of his depth. And we just, as a team, you know what I mean. We just didn't go there and lay down a gauntlet to say, right, come on now. Yeah, Liverpool didn't play yesterday because of obviously the storms and all of that. And now we didn't take this opportunity, this massive, and this is what Arsenal do all the time. We never take the opportunity to put the pressure or apply the pressure on there. Now, we're in a situation where we have to win every single game. We can't afford to drop points. Well, here we go. We've dropped points today. What now?
Every time it matters.
When it matters.
Every time it matters. Arsenal will not deliver every time it matters. Now, you see Man City, they're struggling. Kick a man while he's down. They're struggling. They're struggling. Let's create a gap between us. Let's get 4 points there. Because Man City are going to come back. I know, everybody knows that Man City at some point they're going to come back.
We'll come back.
So why not create a 4 point?
Even if it's a mini resurgence. I'm not going to say it's going to be one of those ones where they go on a mad team because you look at
maybe second place. Maybe second place.
Yeah. I mean, listen, Chelsea on a bad team today though. God, wow. And I said to all Chelsea fans, talk with your chest now, yeah, because all right, your defense is a little bit dodgy because you concede 3 goals today, but the first half, the way Tottenham blitzed them, I was thinking, bro, there's no way back for these guys. But listen, I went away from the laptop. I come back, I see 4-2. I'm like, what? I couldn't believe it. Yeah, they're the challenges right now. Yeah, what phrase is Maresca in, people? What phrase is Maresca in? Yeah,
but there's an excuse though. Then there's an excuse, Norms. If we win the league, if Chelsea win the league, they'll be like, "Oh, Maresca inherited a top team." If Slot wins the league, same thing. He inherited the top team. If Man City win the league, oh, nobody can beat Pep. There's always an excuse.
To fit our narrative.
For example, I was talking about like how last year and the year before we were like, because it was just us and Man City and the other ones were like a bit behind. We had the chance to close the gap. But what do we do? Oh, next year. Yeah, but next year maybe Liverpool and Chelsea will be better. Yeah. What if Aston Villa get better? Now, because of this next year thing, now we've got 3 problems to deal with instead of 1. We had 1 problem, which is City. Now we have Chelsea, Liverpool, and City.
Yep.
100. Now what, people?
Yeah.
Now what?
And the mad thing about it is that when we came second last season, and then you're thinking to yourself, okay, Chelsea, they sacked their manager. We know Klopp walked away from the club over, sort of retired from the club, so to speak, because you couldn't take them any further. You get an unknown quantity that comes in slot, and you're thinking, yes, there's going to be this drop off. Yeah. And if Arsenal was to do what they were meant to do in the transfer window, which was to go, because we was all led to believe after and we keep saying again, we was all led to believe, that we was going to go for a striker in the summer.
Big ups here.
Yeah. We was all meant to go for a striker in the summer. Yeah. We was linked with Sesko. We was linked with Tony, who's now playing in the Saudi league. Yeah. We was linked with Osterman. Yeah. The Gokaris came on the scene.
But he's not our profile.
It's not our
he's
profile.
Not a profile striker.
Tell us, what's his pro? What are they looking for? What is Arteta? Is it because you want to play with a false nine? And so his false nine is Kai Havertz, because he stumbled. He knew that Kai Havertz didn't work in the midfield. Yeah, he knew that he didn't work in the midfield, because the question was asked of him when he first signed him: where are you going to play this guy? Well, at the moment, we're trying to figure it out. When you buy a player, you're not trying to figure out nothing, man. You should know where he's meant to play. That's the whole point of scouting. That's the whole point of scouting, mate. You bring the guy in, you go on a pre-season, and you come back, you still don't know where you're going to play the guy. Oh, come on, get out of here.
Like you said, look, like what Zia said, but big up Zia. Abba cooking at Qadisiyah right now. You see Abba, yeah? This is what I don't get. When you sell a striker that scores 20 plus goals, you bring in a striker that scores 20 plus goals. Now, if you're telling me that, we play with a false nine, you're trying to be City 2018 and 2020 and 2021 before Haaland, you need the number 9 that's like the number 9 that City had. Like now, you need the number 9 that can actually play and create. You need to play with a number 9. Now, the problem is that we had the number 9 and it didn't work. For 3 years, it didn't work.
Yep.
It's not working. So now Arteta needs to give up and do what City did, or what Pep did. He bought Haaland.
Yep.
You know, he gave up. He bought Haaland. Now he needs a bagsman, someone that will score you week in, week out. The thing is that Arteta needs to give up. You know,
he won't.
He needs to give up.
That's the big problem we've got. He wants to
big up Manny.
He just wants to prove everybody wrong. Yeah, and that's why he's so stubborn. Because we've been calling that for a number 9 for how long? And
100.
as it say, he decides that he's going to go for a so-called midfielder, and then he's thinking, well, actually, we go to Saudi Arabia, figure it out, and then come back, and then he has a bit of a purple patch. Yeah. And then the narrative is we don't need a striker, and everybody, 65 million down the drain, we've got Kai Havertz scores again. Come on, get out of here. Come on, man, get out of here. I ain't gonna sing that song.
It didn't work. This is what I don't get, Norms. It did not work. Now, because it's not 1 year. It's 3 years of this false number 9 thing. Look, Liverpool used to have a false number 9. It used to work because they had Salah and Mane, bad boys.
Yeah,
but
they also had
can have a false 9.
But not for what's his name?
Origi.
Not Origi.
No.
Was it Flamini? Not Flamini. Is it Flamini?
No.
Not Flamini. What's his name? Jeez, it brings me there. You know what I'm talking about. The Brazilian.
Yeah.
They had him, and then he ended up going to the Saudi league, right? And
Firmino.
But Firmino, sorry, that's who. I don't know why I got Firmino on my mind. I'm thinking about Zertsky at the moment. Yeah, Firmino. That's what I meant. That was meant to be. I'm tired, bro. Yeah. So yeah, and then but it worked in their system. Yeah, it worked in their system because all 3 of them were scoring goals.
The wingers are bad boys.
Yeah,
we have Saka. That's a good player. Now we got Saka, and the other on the left.
Ain't happening.
It's just nothing's coming over on the left.
It's dead.
Now, I think, in my opinion, Odegaard is kind of like disabling our left side. Now, because he doesn't move to the left side, we already, we isolated. We talked about it before, Norms. We have to talk about it again. It's Arsenal, week in, week out, we're going to be doing this. And week in, week out, you're going to be saying the same stuff about Arsenal because it's always the same problem. For example, Arteta played the same way he played against Man United, the same way he played against Fulham.
Yep.
Nothing changed, Norms.
Yeah.
Nothing changed.
It's all right.
We just got a corner and we scored.
Yeah, but this is what I'm trying to say. We couldn't break them down. We could not break them down. And literally, it was like, bro, it looks like these guys are relying on the set piece. And then when they got the equalizer, the game started to open up a bit more. Yeah. But you shouldn't be having to rely on that. Do you know what I mean? And as you said, you saw that game where they were trying to, I saw it when Saka kicked the ball against what's his name? The guy that was pretty much had him in his pocket, yeah. It went off for it went off for a corner. Same over the other side. Just literally play for corners. Do you know what I'm saying? And a couple of the ones that Declan Rice did do, yeah, there was some, on right the mix, but there was others where literally, I don't know if he was trying to go for glory and score a goal or whatever, but he just went out of play. But that's now going to be, well, it's already labelled with us now, but that's now them going into a game. And when you go into a game thinking, well, I can't break down this team, and so the only thing we can go with is this set piece thing. And if that doesn't work, then what? Once that doesn't work, then what do you do? Yeah, and then when you try to then bring players off the bench, you don't trust Sterling, who you said is going to come on. You the one that had a chat with him, and you said when I spoke with him, I knew exactly that he wanted to be here and blah blah blah. Nah. It's just frustrating.
Norms, when you buy a player, I know that people don't like Sterling. I understand why, and but when you buy a player, you got to give him minutes. It's just how it is.
No, 100. Yeah, 100. You got to trust. You got to trust your players. Yeah. Now you're seeing them in training. We don't see them. Yeah, we only see them on match day. We don't get to see them in training. Okay. You've promoted Lewis Skelly, right? You've promoted Ethan up there. You've got Kieran Tierney, who's not kicked a ball in anger at the moment. Yeah. And the thing is, all right, you've got him sitting on the bench. You took him to Lisbon. You didn't play him. He's a natural left back. Now, what's the problem with just trying him, even if you tried him for the first half, because he hasn't played? You know what I'm saying? Because what he then does, it doesn't disrupt the system. So now you have a balance, yeah? But you're not even doing that because you don't trust him or you don't like him. I think it's more you don't like him. It's not even trust him, you don't like him.
He doesn't like him. He doesn't like him.
You've got these guys that you're promoting up into the first team, but Moreno came on today. This guy that we was.
Did you really see him?
He didn't do anything. He didn't do anything apart from nearly get a yellow card for dragging someone. What did he do? What did he do in the midfield? What did he do? You know what I mean? It's just,
I didn't see anything.
It's Shuffle Pack FC we're watching right now. That's what it is.
Do you know what? I don't get, Norms? Ethan's on the bench, and you see that Odegaard's struggling. Everybody saw it. Why not put him? Why would you give him 10 minutes? Why not put him early? Maybe he could do something that Odegaard can't do at the moment. It's okay. It's okay to actually not have a good game and be subbed. It's normal in football, people.
In that 10 minutes, yeah, he did more than what Odegaard did. I'm telling you, yeah, I said it. We said it backstage, yeah, when he received the ball, like in our last third, yeah, all right, under pressure, just one feint of his body, yeah, he turns and he's left free for dead, yeah, he's left free for dead. He didn't turn into trouble, just literally one feint of his body, and he's now progressing the ball. He's a ball carrier, yeah.
100.
Why not try him? No, I mean, it's just like you're coming on for him now to try and change the game. The pressure now is on his shoulders. Yeah, you got to bring him on earlier because Odegaard was not. You know what I mean? And then he wasn't all that rubbish again. I'm just like, get out of here, man. Stop it, please.
He wasn't delivering, Norms.
He wasn't
delivering. And it is what it is. The thing is that what I don't get about Arteta, why are you forcing it? But if Pep Guardiola would have subbed him.
He would have subbed him. Slot would have subbed. Yeah, I guarantee you, Maresca would have subbed. Their in-game management, yeah, compared to Arsenal is just ridiculous. I mean, you've got Silva making 2 or 3 changes to our one, yeah.
True.
Arteta, Saka on that right hand side, because the ball is constantly going down that side. Of course, sometimes he's going to get doubled up. Why do you think the guy's knackered and tired and getting injuries to him or limping after the game? Because he's been targeted. And then the left-hand side, Trossard and Martinelli, or whoever plays over there, they're fresh. They just come on fresh, bro. Apart from just wasting time.
He doesn't need to hit the showers after. He doesn't need to hit the showers.
They don't need to. They don't
go
need
home
to.
straight away.
As soon as the ball goes down that side, just forget it. It's literally ain't nothing gonna happen on that side. Apart from that one chance where he went too early, yeah, and that was the best thing he did in terms of the cross. But you just thought, soon as the cameras went back, and then you heard the commentator saying, "Oh, by the way, it looks like he might be slightly offside." Bro. Yeah, man, big up touchline, brother.
Listen, big up touchline. But like I said, Norms, the thing is that this way that Arteta's playing, if in football in general, you can't just play on one side because you will be found out. Yeah, like this has to stop at some point.
Oh yeah, you've become too predictable. It's too predictable.
Now you're becoming too. Like that's why people are telling me Saka's too predictable. No, it's not just Saka's too predictable. It's because he's always got the ball.
You know what? But you must have a revelation tonight, brother. Because that I don't know if everybody's looked at that in the way you've looked at it. Because a lot of people do have a go at Saka because yes, he does seem very predictable, but it's because every time the ball goes down there, you know what I mean? And so it's almost like he's programmed to do that move where he picks up the ball and he doesn't run out, he doesn't even drive at a player. I mean, maybe 1 or 2 games I've seen him drive at players and he's had a good, decent game. But after time, he's cutting in or trying to cut back on his left foot, yeah? And then he either gets tackled or whatnot. Or, you know, when he does get tackled, you know, he's coming out a bit limping or whatever. And so you're right. The predictability is the fact that it's going down that side all the time. And after a while, you know, you look at those players and you say, well, they get paid all this money. And it's not easy running up and down and having to defend and attack. Yeah? Yeah.
And today was tough on him.
Yeah.
Because you got Partey that can't overlap. People don't understand when you're a winger and you don't have a right back or left back to overlap to actually create that kind of confusion to the defender that you would think that you pass it to the right back or you would drive with the ball. Now you've made Saka so predictable. It's because Saka and Odegaard are like this. They're this close. They're this close all the time. And you've got Partey all the way down there. So now every defender knows where Saka or Odegaard's going to play the ball. That's why Fulham defended so well.
They did.
They defended so well.
Exactly, Rashid. But what happened? You watched them. I was watching them. I was thinking, as soon as they lost the ball, they just went back into their banks. Their 2 banks. Literally. And that's one thing they did really well. Literally. As soon as they lost the ball, back behind the ball, break us down if you can. Break us down if you can. And because, as you rightly said, because 1, the ball was always going down the right-hand side. 2, Partey wasn't making those overlapping runs. 3, when he did try to come in, you know, to try and play those through balls, it wasn't coming off. Because that's the fact that Arteta decides to change up the components and put them in the wrong play. Listen, Partey is not a right back. Let's get that in our heads, people. Yeah, he plays from a deep pivot where he controls things. We've seen that. Yeah, you could have left Timber over there, as I said, and brought on maybe Lewis Skelly, or take a punt on Kieran Tierney, even though he hasn't played. But soon as he starts to move the pieces around, you know, sometimes when I'm trying to give you a scenario. You know, sometimes when you touch something, yeah, and it looks all right, and then you move something, and you think, oh, and everything falls apart, and you think, oh, put it all back. This is what this is. When the system is, because we talked about system football, right? When the system doesn't work, it just doesn't look right. It doesn't look right. People are playing out of position because Arteta doesn't trust who he's got on the bench. He doesn't trust who he's got on the bench.
And he bought them. And he bought them, Norms. You buy a player to not play him, which is very weird. Like this comment right here, Touchline is talking about Odegaard. If he played today, the creative spark, I think you would have won. That's correct. It's true. But Odegaard, everybody knows when it gets rough, Odegaard ghosts. So Fulham were smart enough to send him a message as soon as the game starts. Boom, boom, boom. So he knows what kind of defense he's gonna face today.
Yeah.
You know.
Yep.
If you're soft on Odegaard, he's gonna open you up.
Yep.
If you're a little bit rough on him, he's out of the game. He's out of the game. If I was a manager, 45 minutes, you're out.
What did
You're
you think
out,
of?
sorry.
What did you think of Jorginho's performance?
Jorginho. The thing is about Jorginho, what did he do? What did he do really? What did he play the ball? He played the simple. He played 5 out of 10.
Right.
5 out of 10.
Yeah. But you see what I'm trying to say? You had to think about it, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
because he didn't do anything apart from just keep it ticking over. He can pick up the ball, play side to side. Yeah. As you say, U-shaped football or whatever you call it, right?
U-shaped football. Every game, Norms. Every game we go in with the same way, the same tactics, the same style. U-shaped football. The thing is that if you want to play U-shaped football, you need a lot of people in the box. It's just how it is, because you need the runners to make the runs, and then the defenders are confused. Is it Rice? Is it going to be Odegaard? Is it going to be Havertz? So you create that confusion, then somebody gets the ball, goal. But if you play U-shaped football with only Havertz there trying to make those stupid runs that he does, and he's not going to, then what do we end up doing? Aimless crosses.
Yeah,
we've seen that before.
So you saw the frustration, because when it wasn't working, you saw Martinelli getting frustrated. Yeah, banging down the ball and whatnot. You could see it weren't working. So all of a sudden, I think what game was it?
It was against Inter Milan.
Inter Milan game. Yeah, the Inter Milan
Inter
game.
Milan.
Where literally, I don't know how to span something like 40 odd crosses. Yeah, because you couldn't break down a team that played with a low or mid block. And that is the problem. So you've got the thing where Odegaard, who's meant to be our creative spark, yeah, but once you take out that creative spark, whether that's a hard hit on him, yeah, and the man says, I don't fancy it today.
Oh no.
Then we're in trouble, bro. When he's got time and space, yeah, orchestra, yeah, do that, do all of that stuff, yeah. But Sporting. Man, you got to cut it with a rough, man, yeah, and the smooth, yeah. Not when it's always nice and sunny and when the sun is shining and then everything's all nice, man. Because the day was blustery today. It was rainy, bro. You got to turn up in those games, and he didn't turn up today. He didn't turn up.
This comment right here, Touchline said you can't even blame the players. Arteta is the one that bought him. 100. Now the thing is about that, yes, because he bought them. That's true. That's true. But you as a player, you need to actually prove that you're worth how much we bought you. So a player like Havertz, for example, we can kind of blame him because we bought you for 65 million. I expect 65 million quality. It's just how the world works. You buy something for £100, I expect £100. I'll buy it for 20, I expect 20. It's how it is, how it is. Now, when you're giving me these kind of performances and you're scoring 10 goals a season, I can get any player to score. I can get Joao Pedro from Brighton, and he can score 10 goals. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, exactly. Now Touchline, but Arteta can fix him. Listen, Touchline, you know what?
Is it? Yeah. No, I think he's battering us. He's battering us, man. You know what I mean? I saw him on North Side when he come in with his shameless dark glasses. Behave. Listen, he's being shameless. Listen, don't let it rattle you. Yeah, don't let it rattle you. Don't let it rattle you.
But it's how it is. It's true. 70 million, he didn't pay for himself, and these players, all of them, didn't really pay for themselves. But sorry, we need to see some kind of performance from these guys. You trusted Arteta because before he signs you, he kind of shows you how he plays, how he wants you to play. Do you know what I'm saying? That's what he does, right? Did he just? What did he do? Look how.
Listen, he's even made me lose my headset. You joker.
Do you know what I'm saying?
We're falling apart here, mate. We're falling apart here.
No, man. That's what he. Look, the thing is that Arsenal's always going to get us rattled. Every game, we're going to get rattled. Now, if we win, we're going to win. We're going to win a couple of games, Norms.
Yeah.
You know,
we know that. Yeah.
It's not like we're going to lose all the games, but we're just going to be there or thereabouts. So it's the same cycle, and it's the same cycle of shit. Now Now this Arteta buying the players, I don't understand. There's some players we don't understand why we bought him. Nuno bought him, played him a couple of games out. Lukonga, bought him, played a couple of games, out. Fabio Vieira, same thing. There's a lot of players, and the list keeps going on and on and on. You know,
Yep.
like he buys Kivio and he only plays him when he's really needs
Desperate.
to, really needs to. He needs to be desperate for it. You know, and like you said, he's got 2 left backs. But what does he do? He plays a right back there. Thing is about Arteta, he talked to the players before he bought them, so I don't know about that one. I can't lie. I don't know about that.
All right, but I think in his post-match he said, the players, listen, we didn't deserve to win that game. I'll tell you that now. The players, they gave 100%, blah, 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 blah. You hear it all the time, man. No, man, I'm not hearing it. I'm not hearing it, bruv. We can see what's going on that pitch, brother. And I just weren't feeling the players at all today. I think probably our best player, probably
Saliba.
I was saying Saliba or Rice. Yeah, between them two.
Yeah. The others, not really. Havertz was ghosted. Havertz ghosted. Odegaard ghosted. Jorginho, we don't really. He just kept it ticking. You know how it is, Jorginho. Martinelli and Trossard both, didn't do much apart from, sorry, if you just create one chance in 90 minutes or 70 minutes, it's not good enough. No. I'm gonna be real, it's not good enough. My favorite player or not. Everybody gets treated the same. What's his name? The left back. He played. He tried. It's not his part. He's not an inverted player, like you said, Norms. He's not someone that you invert with him. He's someone that overlaps. That's how it is. Now you can see we've got a game against Monaco.
Yep.
On Wednesday.
Is it Wednesday?
It's Wednesday. But in Champions League, we're kind of safe. You could say kind of, not really.
I think we played 2 home games. I think our last away game is Girona, isn't it?
Yeah, it's Girona.
So we got Zagreb. I think it's Zagreb, Monaco, then Zagreb. So if we win those 2,
we're going to be all right.
Touchline, he played like he was injured. I'll tell you that now.
No, he's Arteta out. He does not like him. Because Trossard is the first one that gets exiled. He's the first one that gets exiled. He's the first one that gets the heat. He's the first one that gets subbed. Like, I don't understand what all this about, But we're going to, like we said, every season, it's going to be the same people. You have to just, we just have to deal with it.
Listen, rinse and repeat.
Rinse and repeat, Norms.
Yeah.
You've seen it longer than me.
But I'm trying to say, fans like us, that's what makes us frustrated. And when you talk to others, just give Arteta a chance. He got us. Listen, right? So okay, let's talk facts. Yeah, let's talk facts. So Arteta took over an Unai Emery team. He had to get the dross out, which he done. Okay, but under that situation, the guy broke records. Where we ended up finishing 8th twice. We missed out on top 4 to Tottenham. Where we again went and lost games that we should have, because remember in Arsene Wenger's top 4 is just like a trophy, so we missed out on that. So that was, oh my god, right? So
but there was pressure then, Norms. We had pressure on them. We were pressuring the players. Get me that 4th place. Everybody was like that. Everybody was on board. Nobody can lie to me and tell me no. Everybody was on board. We wanted that 4th place, and what happened? The pressure got to them. Pressure got to them, Norms.
And so remember, so the pressure, then it ramps up a little bit, because the year where we spent 93% of the time at the top of the league, nobody after us finishing 5th, the pundits, the fans, had us finishing out of the top 4 again, because we knew that the other teams above us were going to go and spend and do what they needed to do. So all of a sudden, is it wrong for me to expect my team, after spending 93% of the time at the top of the league, where Granit Xhaka, who is like Marmite for people, and that's probably the strongest. That's probably the strongest that we've seen our left side. I ain't gonna lie, that's probably the strongest we've seen our left side. So when he decided that he was going, the fan base who wanted him out. Remember the Crystal Palace when he?
I remember when he told us. When he told us,
They wanted him out. They wanted him out. So that year when we come second, and he played well, I'm not gonna lie. Martinelli scored 15 goals that season.
True.
And if you think about it, you know why both sides were balanced? Because Saka went and got 14 goals. Odegaard got 15 goals. That's why we scored. We was doing what we needed to do. Yeah,
and Xhaka was doing well as well. He was creating a little bit.
I think Granit Xhaka scored something like 7 or 8 goals.
Yeah,
as a number 8.
He scored some goals. Yeah,
he scored some goals, and not only that,
surprisingly, I didn't guess that Granit Xhaka would do that.
That's what I'm trying to say. We did not expect.
Yeah, I didn't expect.
The thing about it, you know for a fact that if Granit Xhaka is anywhere near the 18-yard box or inside, you know he's going to give away. So Arteta said, you know what? I'm going to just keep you away from there. They found a system that worked, and it did work. All right. And we go and spend 93% of the time. And then Big Steve from Manchester said, the Sharks come in. And they better come to the Emirates. What they did. And you're just thinking, here we go.
Yeah. But Norms, I think the why it was balanced, it was because Xhaka has a bit of technical ability. Rice, on the other hand,
passing was good. His passing was good. And he made those late runs into the box. Yeah. That's what Rice is. Yeah. Rice is a destroyer.
He's a destroyer.
He's not technical. Yeah, but what he does do well is destroy, get the ball. I think what he could do a little bit better, which you know, I mean, listen, he's been with us now, coming up 2 seasons. When he wins that ball, just get it to the guy that's technical in Odegaard, whatever.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? Sometimes like that, because when he picks up the ball and you see him running, really, he just doesn't look. I mean, I don't know what he's about.
He looks shaky. I don't know. Every time he gets the ball, I'm worried. Oh, is he going to lose it? Oh, whoa! Yeah. Because
other players like that. We should be like that. We should not be like that. I remember like
Saka gets the ball. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't. I would be kind of assured. I know that Saka can get a little free kick. You know, he can take on one player.
Yeah,
but Rice, not really, man.
No. You know what I mean? And as I say, Arteta he's going to have to figure it out. He's going to have to figure it out. And I think the January window is fast approaching. Yeah. And there has to be some serious conversations regarding getting in. I don't care. You have to be ruthless. If man is not playing well, if he's not playing well, then you go and get somebody to replace him. Don't be frightened, because he just likes to just stick with his players and whatnot. Yes, he's been ruthless with Martinelli and Trossard. You know what I mean? I think that side he don't care, but he ain't gonna touch the right hand side. But the left hand side, you know what I mean? He just messes with their heads and whatever.
Everybody's getting it. Everybody's getting it.
You know what I mean? But the interesting thing is we're going to be linked with every Tom, Dick and Harry in the January window. But I think our Arteta wants an attacking midfielder that is more creative and can score goals. Martinelli was like that 2 seasons ago. He was attacking. He's direct. He's not the most technically gifted player, as we know, but when it mattered that season, every time it was literally like what's the term that you use? Every time that he got Midas, the Midas touch, because every time that ball left his foot, you knew he was scoring. You know what I mean? I saw him scoring on the goals. You know what I'm saying? But this season,
what are you gonna do?
It's just like his brain has been swapped, and as I said, they put in a Lebanese brain.
He's Lebanese. A lot of people. Historically, a lot of Lebanese people went to Brazil. Historically, people can check this out on Google. So that's why I said Lebanese. He must be. Look at him. He ain't no Brazilian. Brazilian have feet. Brazilian have feet, and he doesn't even have the skin color. But it is what it is.
100. But
Norms, thank you for being there. Thank you for showing up. I really appreciate it.
Big up, man. Listen, I saw the times changing up, but you know what? It kind of suited me because I was just obviously because I was finishing off and doing bits and pieces. By the time I got back home, I thought, my pushed it back. I said, that's good. I would have been under a bit of pressure, but big up. Listen, we got the game coming up on Wednesday at home. So we got 2 home
Prediction?
games. Monaco
1-0. I'll go 1-0 Arsenal. 1-0 Arsenal.
Yeah. I think we will win by 1 goal, either 1-0 or 2-1.
Yeah, something like that.
Like that.
Do you think they'll score? If Kivior plays, they will score. I'm not gonna lie. If Kivior plays, it's shaky. But let's just hope. People, thank you for tuning in.
So we don't know what's happening with Gabriel. Every time he has the news conference, it's like we'll see how they get on in training, and then we'll have another.
And it's always mysterious. It's always mysterious. Oh, we don't know. We're assessing him. It's like mysterious.
And literally, our defense. I mean, in terms of injuries this year, because look now, Shevchenko is injured again.
Yeah,
you just can't win. You can't win, bro.
You can't.
Yeah, man.
But yeah,
listen. Therapy is good. Therapy is good. It's good to talk the game through, because when you're watching it, and to be honest, when they scored, I just sat back like that. I was just like, you know what, whatever.
You were bored.
I was bored then. Stressed. Yeah, I was bored. I thought I ain't gonna get stressed. I tuned into after I thought, let me tune into Northside, bro. Man was giving it.
Hey, it was lit. It was lit today.
Well, big up to Northside. Big up to League Gun and all them, man. The real ones. You know what I'm saying?
All the time. Hey, big up Normski. If anybody watches the video, please subscribe to this man. I'm telling you right now, if you haven't subscribed already, subscribe to this man. He always has a show on Wednesday.
Wednesday,
so tune
6:30.
in.
Yeah, what's going on podcast?
Support him against the Man United. He's got Man United friends.
Support him. Well, listen, I tell you, Wednesday, I'm coming for them. I'm coming for them too.
Yeah.
They can only come for me. They can only come for me partially, but I'm coming for them too, because the storm is coming. Exactly, the storm is coming. I'm running everything at them. The storm is coming. This, that, and now they've just lost my man in it. Their sporting director.
Yeah, they did.
The man is in the job for 5 months, and bro, you know what I mean. The man got sacked. So it is what it is. So man, I'm running it. Bro,
hopefully
you know what I mean?
more loss to them. Definitely. Super different Mick. Look at the moves. Look at touchline. Hey, listen, 13th to 13th. Yeah, nothing changed. Nothing changed. Hold that. Hey, big up people. Thanks for tuning in, and love. And we're out.
All right, man. Love. Take care. Bless, man.
Mm-hmm.
I don't need to stay in the studio.
He's acting because he wants his update.